Kawhi Leonard is a top 20 player of all time. I just finished watching game 2 of the Clippers Nuggets series, and oh my god, the range of emotions I felt watching that game were just absolutely incredible. As you guys may know, I am very much so rooting for the Clippers. They lost game 1 by like what seemed like the smallest of margins. They lost in OT in a game that felt like they shouldn't have let get away. The first game came down to like 2 or 3 big things. The first thing was the turnovers. They had, I think, around 20 plus turnovers in that first game, and only 2 from Harden. You would expect Harden, having the ball most of the time. He would, and Harden is a turnover machine at times. You would expect Harden to have had 4, 5, 6 of those 20 turnovers. No, he only had 2. It was Kawhi that had 7. It was some of the other guys that you wouldn't think have that many turnovers that were really racking them up. Russell Westbrook in that first game was absolutely electric off the bench. He hit some timely shots. He got some very key steals, and he just seemed like he was everywhere that game. So what was a 15-point lead for the Clippers at one point in that game turned into a heartbreaking loss in OT at Denver. Into game 2, I was very scared. I mean, they have Jokic, the best player alive. They lost a heartbreaking game 1 that was what felt like a game that you have to win. They lost it. And just going into game 2, I wasn't sure if they had the resilience that championship teams need. I don't know if they had the heart and soul to fight back after such a heartbreaking loss. And I'm not gonna lie, during that first quarter, I was very scared. That first quarter, that second game did not ease my concerns at all. The Clippers were playing absolutely terrible basketball. They were giving the ball away for no reason. They were letting the Nuggets get out of transition when Denver, I believe, the best team in the league in the transition. And Jamal Murray was on one. I mean, Jamal Murray was absolutely hitting every shot. He was coming off screens. He was hitting tough mid ranges. He was hitting threes. He was hitting timely baskets. And on top of that, he's sick. And I think at one point he was 7 of 10 from the field and like 4 or 5 from 3. He was just going off. On top of that, Harden came off to a really slow start. I think he had like 3 turnovers to start the game. Was 0 of 4, and it seemed like Harden was gonna have one of those games where he was just not feeling it. But by the grace of the basketball gods, Kawhi Leonard put on an absolute clinic. There's 2 reasons why the Clippers almost won this game. The first reason is Zubac. Zubac in the first half had 10 points and 8 rebounds. Almost had a double-double in the first half. More than that, he limited Jokic to only 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting, which is still 50%. But for Jokic's standards, he was forcing him to become a facilitator and making him work for every single shot, which I'll get back to later. He was making him work for every single shot, making other players like Christian Braun, making Russell Westbrook, making Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, make those guys beat you. Now, don't let Jokic beat you. And I'm moving on to the second reason, which is the real reason why we won. Kawhi Leonard had an all-time great performance. Kawhi Leonard in the first half missed 1 shot. He went 9 of 10. He shot 90% from the field. He had 21 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. We're talking about a guy, when he's healthy, I mean, it's crazy to say. If Kawhi was able to have a career that stayed fully healthy, this man should be in a top 10 debate, top 10 talks. Kawhi Leonard is the type of player that might get lost in history. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is an all-time great talent. When he plays, it's crazy. It's crazy how Kawhi, if he gets to his spot, it doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter if it's 2 people. It doesn't matter if it's 3 people. Kawhi hit a buzzer beater 3 over 3 people for the half. Going a little bit more in depth than that, I mean, the Clippers will win this game if they don't have guys like Chris Dunn. I mean, Chris Dunn, although he only shot 2 of 7, which is not good percentages, I mean, the Nuggets were daring him to shoot, and he was not hitting it. But the reason he's able to stay on the court is that he plays smothering defense. I mean, he was up on Jamal every single play. I mean, miss or make, he was on Jamal no matter what. I mean, he had 3 steals and a block, but not even that tells a full story of how well and how amazing he is on defense. The fact that he's not able to make an all-defensive team is a tragedy. I mean, this man deserves it. On top of that, Harden had an alright game. I mean, he tried 7 of 17. He got it going a little bit later on. 4 turnovers, which I don't love, but he did have 18 points. He was able to contribute on that and had 7 assists. So not a bad game. He had two blocks and a steal, which is good. He was active on the defensive end. He had a couple good defensive plays on Jokic. Batum was also another really nice spot. He had 6 points. He only hit 2 threes, but those are 2 timely threes. He had 1 at the top of the key when after the Nuggets were going off a little run, he was able to get a nice little catch and shoot. I mean, his release point is so fast. He caught it, boom, splashed it, and that cut down the lead down to like 4 or 5 when the game was like around 8 points. And he had another really timely corner 3. Literally caught the ball at the top of his release point, put it up, and just made it. And that was another thing like game time or took the help the Clippers get a lead by 1. But aside from all the positive, there were some worrying points. I mean, Norman Powell also had a really rough game, 5 of 14. Before the 4th quarter, I think he was 0 of 8 to start the game, which is really worrying. In the regular season, and what you expect from him in the playoffs is to be an offensive threat at all times. And when he's not providing providing that offensive value, I'm just not sure what he's doing, because at the end of the day, he's not a defensive player. He's not really anything special on defense. So he needs to be a threat on the offensive end. Granted, he did hit some very timely floaters. He had a very important three down the stretch over Jokic with a couple minutes ago that really helped the Clippers secure the win. Bogdanovic has been absolutely abysmal this series. I mean, he's 0-5 this game. I think last game he didn't hit a shot either. And on top of that, Jamal Murray's absolutely hunting him on defense. So I don't think you can't play Bogey for the rest of this series, in my opinion. It's tough to say because Bogey is an offensive player. Like, granted, they are going home, and we do know role players will play better at home, but it's hard to say. I mean, he got 15 minutes this game as well, 0-5. It's a lot of concern because he's an offensive guy. He needs to be able to hit his threes. He had a couple bad passes, a couple forced shots, and it just kind of left me really confused. Talking a little bit more about that, Ben Simmons has always confused me as a player. I mean, Ben Simmons is 6'10". He can pass the ball. He can dribble. I mean, back in the day, when in his prime, he would get to the rim and he could finish through contact. He even had like a nice floater game. He could hit the occasional mid-range shot occasionally. He could hit the occasional post fadeaway. What has happened to the Ben Simmons we used to know? I mean, it's incredible. I mean, he shot 1 of 1. He had 2 points. It's incredible because you see the flashes. You see Ben Simmons gets the ball. He runs in transition. He gets to the paint. He gets to his spot. He's right there at the rim and he passes it out. It's incredible to me how he's completely lost all sense of confidence. It baffles me because on the defensive end, he's so amazing. He plays hard on defense. Although he does commit the occasional bad foul, he plays with a lot of heart on defense. He's a big body. He can guard 1 through 5 for the most part. I mean, Jokic will so baby him, but it's still another body to throw at Jokic when he's on the floor. If he was just able to provide just a tad bit more offensive threat, I mean, literally just get the ball, look to score. You don't have to score, just look to score. Make the defense think you want to score just so it gives you that little bit more of opening. And take 4, 5, 6 shots. I mean, you live with that. Not granted, no one's asked you to take jump shots. Get to the lane, take some layups, put up some floaters. Those are shots you used to take before. No one's gonna be upset if you take those shots and miss those shots. Those are the type of shots that keep the defense honest. You have to take those shots. Going into the fourth quarter down the stretch, it looked like one of those games where the Nuggets just were able to hang around and somehow steal another win at home again, just like they do against like the Lakers and so many other teams. They're so good at staying. The Nuggets are so good at sticking around till the fourth quarter, keeping it a 5, 6, 7, 8 point game, and then just snatching the game away like that, snatching your heart away and just winning the game. And it seemed that, and honestly, it seemed like that was gonna happen tonight. Michael Porter had a really solid night after getting benched in the first game because he was playing terrible that first game. He was shot 6-11. He had 2 or 4 from 3, 15 points, 15 rebounds, 15 points, 15 rebounds. So he was hitting the glass, 6 offensive rebounds, which was absolutely incredible. And it really sent a message that he came to play. Unfortunately, he got injured down the stretch. He hurt his shoulder during a loose ball play, so they had to bench him. But that was very worrisome for the Clippers. I mean, if Michael Porter doesn't injure his shoulder there, that you might be looking at a very different game. Down the stretch, Jokic also then missed 3 free throws in a row, which I will say, yes, he's not the best free throw shooter, but on top of that, I will contribute some of that to fatigue. I mean, he played 43 minutes tonight out of a possible 48, right? So he's only resting for 5 minutes. Obviously, he's banging with Zubac down low. Zubac is not some small guy. Zubac is a big boy. So he's going against Zubac on the defensive and offensive end. It's not easy, and I believe fatigue is a large contributor as to why he missed those 3 free throws. Because if he hits those 3 free throws, that's a tie ball game. That might go that game. They could win that game and take it to OT. Westbrook also had a very, very scary game. I mean, Westbrook was everywhere. He shot 50% from 3. He shot 3 of 6. I mean, the Clippers were daring him to shoot, and he was just hitting them time after time after time. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting flashbacks from game 1. At a certain point, you expect him to make it. He's an NBA player. He's a former MVP of the league. If he is that wide open, he has the confidence within himself to hit those shots. Briefly down the stretch, there was a couple miscues. It came down to the wire. I mean, after a couple of Norman Powell floaters and a Kawhi 3, I mean, it was a 3-point game. The Nuggets had 2 chances to tie it. Thankfully, they missed both shots. There's a Jamal Murray 3. I think he hit the side of the backboard off that, and I think Jokic got to look at it, but Kawhi was literally right in his face. If he hit that shot, you just give them the chip at that point, right? Always hear people say, oh, the series doesn't start until the home team loses a game, which I firmly do not believe. I mean, there's instances where that's true, But against a team like the Nuggets, where they're too competitive a team, where if they go up 2-0, even if you are going back home, it does not matter. That series in my mind is over. This game was a must-win, and thank God Kawhi showed up, and he showed up in a big way. 39 points, only missed 15 and 19 shooting. It's just absolutely incredible what that man did. Now going to the Clippers arena, I'm expecting some of the role players to play better, Bogey to play better, Batum to have a bit more of an impact, Jones, Dunn to be able to just hit more shots. When you're at home, you're able to hit those threes, hit those shots a little bit better. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep the turnovers down and just overall get more production out of their role guys and just kind of keep the flow going. I mean, after a big game like that, they know they're going back home for 2 games in their new arena, in the Intuit Dome. I mean, they're feeling good. They have the wall. I need Harden, Powell, those guys to step it up. I need guys like Dunn and Derrick Jones to be able to hit some more shots, especially a guy like Bogey as well. That's going to be key for them winning game 3, I'm sorry. Actually, the Nuggets, they kind of have to do what the Clippers had to do in game 2. They had to limit their turnovers. I mean, as a team, they had 20 turnovers compared to the Clippers 11, which is just unacceptable. You can't let that happen. They needed to be able to get out in transition a little bit more. They need to force more turnovers from the Clippers because, again, they need to get out in transition. They are the best transition team in the NBA right now. So the fact that they were able to do that, it really hurt them this game. Down the stretch, the free throws were really bad. I mean, they can't miss that many free throws. Speaking of missed shots, Aaron Gordon missed a wide open dunk down the stretch, which I think would have gave them a tie or maybe a 1-point lead. That blew my mind. I mean, we're talking about one of the best dunkers in the NBA, and just overall in slam dunk. I mean, we know what this guy was doing in his prime in the slam dunk contest. I mean, that guy was just. I mean, personally, I think he should have won over Levine in 2016. Should have won it in 2022, I believe, in my opinion. I mean, talking about a guy who can fly, who can jump out of the fucking roof, right, out of the gym. He can jump out of the gym, and he missed a wide open dunk. It's gonna be interesting to see how much Michael Porter is being affected by his shoulder now. I mean, if he's not feeling 100%, you're losing rebounding, you're losing spacing, you're losing that other offensive threat. So you're gonna have to hope as a Nuggets fan that he's feeling 100%. And yeah, it's just gonna be interesting to see what happens. I mean, this was an incredible game. Kawhi saved the Clippers season. It's absolutely incredible. I'm just hoping for another home win in game 3, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. I mean, this is by far the best series in the first round of playoffs. All the other series, aside from maybe Houston versus the Warriors, even that series, I don't feel that it's that close. This is the closest series by far, the only competitive series in my mind. So yeah, I mean, I hope it's been delivering so far through 2 games. Hopefully it keeps delivering through 7. I mean, actually not through 7. I hope it ends in 5. I want the Clippers to end this quickly. But if it doesn't, it is still a very entertaining series. But yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on this game and just in the playoffs in general? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Peace.